Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, where I have made a deal with a dying, decrepit sorcerer slash animancer, or, excuse me, necromancer slash animancer, which will probably come back to bite me in the behind.
Oh, my head is spinning. Stand clear. I think I'm gonna vomit. Ugh.
That's
I
lovely.
didn't think I'd die in the hay, fella. Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
That was rather painful. And completely unnecessary.
Yeah?
Certainly.
Okay. So let's look at our quests here, or our tasks. Let's not look at the tasks. His old self. Okay. We did that. Travel. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. She's probably dead and a monster. Brackenbury Sanitarium and Helig's old rival. There's a stairwell down here, but let's not go and take that stairwell. I think I should have probably attacked that guy right at the start. And I don't think I think if I do that now, I'll just short circuit the quest. Lots of dead people down here. Oh, we have people with injuries. Might want to go to an inn. If health damage is reduced to 0, the character will be maimed or killed. Let's go find that inn.
Before I knew it, the Stelgar was on top of me, and I was face down in the dirt.
Arrow to the throat. That stops him.
What? No! I was spirit shifted, and she was in heat, so I aimed for the throat, but not with an arrow.
Oh, that's horrible. If you need a refresher on how crits are calculated or how damage reduction works, open the journal and take a look. That was pretty short. Okay.
Hail and well met.
Can I get a room, please? I'll show you what I got. Suite of Worldly Wonders. Merchant's Stay. Ooh. I think I like the Vixen's Burrow. Yes. And it's the same cutscene. Ooh, the library construction is complete. That is a lot of money. Okay, let's see what else we have. A lot of completed stuff. There's the craft hall. There's the curio shop. The artificer's hall. The chapel. Huh. Forum we already have. The training grounds. The hedge maze. I think I'm going to do the hedge maze because it's +3 security. Not enough money. Okay. I'm curious. Do I currently still have... No, I lost the unwavering resolve. Unwavering resolve. Okay. I lost the bonus for resting at Bright Hollow. Okay. Sadly, Soul Whip, I am told by reliable sources, is not an actual whip. Back down this way, we're going to Brackenbury. There's still that matter of those things that are likely to be vampires. The actors in the middle of the square. Classes like fighters and barbarians start with a bonus to athletics. Justiciar. It was an interesting show, that's all I can really say. Finest inn in the city if you're looking for lodging. Come on, tell me just one thing, please. Sorry, I promised Skaterman. Let's not talk about this here, alright? Come on, I want to know about this show. Nothing unusual goes on in the sanitarium. Yeah. Okay. The charred barrel. What are you? I just went inside something that I don't know what it is. Where am I? Raymont Manor. I don't think I need to be here. I think I want to be in the sanitarium. Okay, and that's not it. First fire, there it is. Adrit House. Is that Adra? Seriously? Whoa. Is that a evil face in the Adra there? I bet I wouldn't be surprised if they deliberately put that pattern in there. On the other hand, it could just be me doing pattern recognition. Oh, vibrant histories. Jalistra, the Palzerker Stobar. Palzerker. A Berserker Paladin? Noble, noble, noble. More vibrant histories. And again, it'll turn out to be some random person from the backers list is waiting for me to get there so I can read about it. Hey, I just took rice from you. There isn't so much as a spot on these oranges. That's interesting. Are you a vibrant history? You are, aren't you? Yeah, let's step back. Marble is cool and perfectly smooth. Droplets of crystal clear water bead the statues. Noble, 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 noble. Noble, 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 noble. Just hear me out. With this procedure, her soul would be returned intact, more or less. More or less? Is that how you plan on presenting your idea to Ethelmer? Why? Not good? Oh, you're insane. Not good. Can I talk to you? Welcome to the finest animancy center in the Deerwood. Speak with Head Warden Ethelmore if you wish to make an appointment with one of our animancers. Too many variables.
Good day to you.
A woman stands in the shade of the garden muttering to herself. She's fixated on the pages of a large and well-worn tome. Seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze, she only looks up when your shadow crosses her page. Do you mind? I'm busy. What are you so busy with? I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death, but we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? She brushes a stray lock from her forehead. Souls power bodies and give their tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. Its separation leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the Hollowborn. But if we understood how to reattach souls, we could end Wadewen's wet legacy, maybe even conquer death. That's the theory, anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all the research I need to put it into practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called The Theorems of Pangrim. It contains research from Pangrim's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge. And since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kinds of information that would be useful to me. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. I have some questions about the theorems. Tell me about the theorems. Pangrim was an animancer working in the Deerwood. He had some interesting theories about essence and some rather innovative techniques for studying it. He was able to reattach souls to bodies after death, though he wasn't able to prevent his patients from degenerating. He was controversial, to say the least. But many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. What do you mean by degenerating? Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. The bodies will reanimate and may even retain memories and personality, but they develop a hunger for flesh, living soul-infused flesh. Without it, they start to devolve, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes too far, which it eventually does, they become mindless corpses, attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. And you wonder why Grimda won't share this research with you. That sounds like necromancy. Nonsense. Necromancy is magic. This is science. She emphasizes the last words. Why doesn't Grimda lend you the books you need? The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rather protective of its books, especially the rarer ones, and Grimda in particular. She hates animancy, thinks it's dangerous. I don't see how you can run the greatest library in the Deerwood and be so adverse to the spread of knowledge and research, but I've never understood these religious types. Some knowledge is best kept under lock and key. I'd like to know about the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. You'll find it in the Copper Lane district. It's dedicated to the God of Secrets and Revelations. Most importantly, it houses the largest and most expensive library in the Deerwood. What are the Elder Archives? Hold the rarest, most arcane, most powerful texts in the Deerwood. Think of it as the inner sanctum of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Needless to say, you need Grimda's permission to enter. That's all I wanted to ask. Tell me about yourself. I'm an animancer at the sanitarium. Currently, I'm researching matters related to Wadewynd's legacy. Let's ask about that. Wadewynd's legacy refers to the rise in hollow-born children. Rise, as in they didn't exist before, in the Deerwood in the recent years. Some have also connected it to so-called biowags that blow through air glandfarf. There's hardly any reliable data on those, though, so I can't really comment. I don't care much for the term Wadewynd's legacy. It reeks of superstition, but it's too prevalent to change at this point. Personally, I'd like to see people take a more methodical approach to these matters rather than throwing up their hands and blaming the gods. I don't think Deerwoodans would see too much fun in that. I'll leave you alone. Farewell. Okay, so now we have to go to the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. I am not overall a fan of how much I am getting my character in towards helping dangerous animancers. Travel to the Brackenbury Sanitarium and retrieve Wardred's. Retrieve the research from the Warden. An animancer from the Republic's Bancello has requested a visit. Extend a formal invitation. See to it the necessary preparations are made. Of course. Vibrant history. No, let's step back away from that. The most unfortunate tale of Favia and Bernat, of valiant tragedy. Huh. That might prove useful. Poetry. Huh. Table is set with an assortment of leaflets and booklets with titles like The Practical Benefits of Animancy and Soul Adjustment for the Well-Adjusted Soul. Head Warden Ethelmuir. You're a vibrant person, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. Psalm to Wodeka. That might also prove useful. Midwife's Memoirs. I might not want to read these later. Like field sketches of Ingwithan ruins and artifacts. A Deer Customs. The Feast of Feasts. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the hustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. I'm envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what has brought you to my sanitarium? I'm looking for a animancer named Mordred. Ah, of course, you'll find him downstairs in the first room on the right. How have you come to be in your present state? In the statue, you mean? Well, I was old, and it seemed to be a lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body, none the wiser, pursue a different course entirely, all that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts. Now and again one of our animancers would humor me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and too often afraid to collaborate. If you are considering yourself, I can tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. A history lesson? This is a rare pleasure. Most come in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are an old institution as Deerwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls came to populate its streets in droves, thus the sanitarium. Brackenbury was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion in animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners, but in the time it was forgotten, as all things are. Since then we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers and posted the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first transferences were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today, well, I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's more excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. People see this legacy, and they see it involves something they don't understand, so it's natural to them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like we're hiding something. We have a representative in the palace at this moment defending the entire science of animancy at a hearing before the Duke, absurd as it sounds. If it does not go well, it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. I fear Erevar may be swayed by all this unrest, irrational though it may be. We shall see. Exil, farewell. This man's soul was torn asunder by a bioac. As you can see, the patient is unresponsive, common after soul trauma. The animator placed a small stone upon the patient's forehead. A portion of his soul was recovered near his body. We used this stone as a vessel for transfer. Can you hear me, Oswin? This is interesting. I'm going to turn off my timer because it's about to go off. Less than a minute. The patient's eyes slowly open before a panicked and wild expression washes over him. Unfortunately, the extended disassociation has permanent side effects. The patient becomes more agitated, grunting and moaning as he tugs at his bonds. Oh dear. With further research, we're confident we'll be able to rehabilitate patients like Oswin. Oh dear. Please don't tell me he's going to turn into a zombie or something and start attacking everybody. Set with an assortment of leaflets and booklets. Same thing. Okay, it looks like he's not going to go zombie. Farmer become God. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to pause and go to okay, quick save. Hey, and start a new video. See you in a moment.